We're trying to replace the old, this is a Kimmore dryer. It still works. In the previous video I tried to fix the heater. So what's wrong with the old dryer? Really nothing wrong. I had another video fixing the heating coil. You can take this coil from here. Okay. And let's see what we did last time. So there's a break here. What I did was just reconnect them, twist the wire, but then I think it will cause a spark. So what I did was I got some connector here. So I take the see there's a two plate out, and then what I did exactly, you see there are two screws, and press those two wires together. So there's some comments on the first video, you know, if this are shorter in terms of coil, there will be larger current and it consume more power, which is true. But if you calculate, there are how many loops here? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 110 loops here, and then another 110 here. So it's like 220 loops. If I if I cut this loop 1 or 2, it's really not a big deal because the dryer usually is between 15 to 1800 watts. And say if even we have a 2000 watts dryer, if you miss one coil, it's going to be 10 watts more. If I lose 2 coil, maybe 20 watts more, or you can lose a few coils this way. So it's not big deal, a few watts more. And you could also play, on the setting to be not so hot. And equivalently, if you have shorter one, would be similar wattage. Anyway, but I decided to just replace it for the sake of, safety. I think it's still safe. The new dryer has an extra feature. For example, this doesn't have this, only timeout, doesn't detect moisture and stop. So the other dryer is a lot better, except that we have to take a foot from here and replace the other one. There are 4 legs, but one leg is missing. The other 3 are still there. So there are 3 things we need to show. The new one doesn't come with a power cable, because Sears want to sell you one. But this is a perfect okay. I'm going to show you how to disconnect this and put this in the new one. And the second one is the vent. We need to connect the vent. The third one is I'm going to take one of the leg from the old one and put to the new one. The power, you need to take this one screw off, and then take this panel, and you see there are three of them. They are red, black, and white. So I need to have a masking tape and tape this red, white, and black, because see they're not color coded. You really have to make sure they connect to the same color. So that's the first thing. So it's pretty easy. Take this off, label red, white, and black. Just use a masking tape. That's all you need to do, and then we're going to remove this and put the new in. Second second thing, you need to connect this, disconnect. This is very easy, just disconnect. Unclip this and disconnect. Yeah, so this is from the old one. I labeled red, white, and black and put it in. But I noticed the new one didn't have this one. Didn't have something to protect, because this could be sharp and cut the wire. So what I did, I went to the old dryer and removed this. So there are two clips. One is smaller one, has a thread. The larger one that doesn't have a thread. The way you do it, and put a smaller one with a thread under, and then put this on the top. And then what you would have a screw going through. This is one. And then put another one in. So the screw clip will press this so it won't move. And then you're going to put this cover. Yeah. Okay, and then you I took the old leg from the old one and put it in the new one. You just thread in. But this is different than somewhat different. There's a little bit higher. I would have to adjust the other three legs to be a little bit higher. And you can experiment. If it doesn't work, you just replace all four legs from the old one and to the new one. That should work. The last step is you're going to connect the vent. Okay.
Is there a rip in it? You gotta avoid any rip.
Yeah, there's a rip. I will just do a little bit more to the next one. More. And then cut this. Then you're all good. Okay, so either cut it or you can just leave it this. That doesn't really hurt. Nobody's going to see it. Okay, so that's all you need to do. And remember, the most critical is get the color code. And this is a 220. There are 3 of them. And then what you do is connect this to this one, and the dryer should work.
Okay, but don't we have to be? You have to be a little bit careful as you push it back that the vent tube is not getting crushed or
right.
able to vent.
So once you're turned on, this is a touch screen. You can change a lot of things. And there's only one button here. It's called the power, and the rest is a touch screen. So now I realized that this is an expensive unit. Touch screen really costs the money. And look at this price. It says $1,800. Who would spend $1,800 on a dryer? So you get a touch screen, which is nice, but I don't know. I think I got a good deal, because as from the outlet, I got just paid a few $100s.
Yeah. So we didn't pay that $746 you see right under the
right.
$1,800.
So, with a little bit work, just get the legs on, That's all we need to do.